Brats, it's almost the end of 2019. That means most of our major players in the VR headset realm came out over 3 years ago now. And I remember thinking 3 years down the road, we probably will have totally wireless headsets. Well, we do, some, but not all. So we're going to talk about cable management. If you're like me and you're using a Rift S, or even if you're using the high-end headsets, the Valve Index, the Vive Pro, you're still dealing with cables unless you have that nifty little wireless mod for the Vive Pro, which looks awesome, although I've heard it can create some lag. There's a brand called Kiwi. You can get this on Amazon. It makes a VR cable management solution, they call it. They send you basically this right here, this retractable pulley style cable, and then they send you a couple different things to hook it up with. They give you these sticky pads that you can hook on the wall. Keep in mind, these will be very hard to remove when you take them off. You will probably do damage, so be prepared to actually do some repairs on your walls if you use these. Or some basic clips and hooks for those. So first thing, the cable comes in this design. It's pretty simple. It's got a stretchy rubber band style hook here. What you're ideally supposed to do, you're supposed to wrap that around your VR cable, and then that's going to hold that in place. And that is something I would call it a semi-permanent solution. It is not easily removable. The first thing I actually do with these kits is I get rid of that, and I just take one of these simple black style paper clips and I hook these on. So what these now actually do is I can easily hook and unhook this to my wire. I can move it up or down the wire depending on what game I'm playing and what kind of flexibility I need. That simple mod to these makes these much more handy for my purposes, because sometimes I'm playing on a PSVR, sometimes I'm playing on a Rift, and I need to be able to swap these out. Or even if I'm playing a game like Beat Saber where I'm usually staying pretty close in place, or if I'm playing a game that I need to be able to move around the room, I may want this on a different part on my cable further or closer to my head. So that is something that I do to all of mine first, is that. And then this piece, to mount it on, I really like these. These stick really well. And one trick, instead of just hanging it on like this, you can actually clip this through here, and then that's not gonna come off. Because a lot of times you'll undo your cable and you're gonna be lazy. You're just gonna wanna let go. It's gonna go retracting. But if this is just sitting on there, a lot of times you do that, it's gonna fly off the top and it's gonna go flying across the room, and it's gonna be annoying. You have to go get it. So simple. They also include a little Allen wrench with these so that you can actually readjust these pieces if you need to. Not something I've ever messed with, and I'm too scared to mess these things up. I've broken a few. They don't last forever. These are super multi-purpose. I actually use these for a couple different purposes, not just VR. I have these around a couple rooms in my house so that I can hook them to the door, and then the door becomes an automatic, like it'll retract. So then if I want the door mostly closed, but like say my cat goes out back and I want it to be able to get back in, I can just hook this to the door. The door will stay mostly shut, but the cat can push it open and come in when it wants. I'm going to show you a couple different solutions here. One, in my studio, these are amazing. I have them hanging all over my ceiling. But in my living room where I have my social VR, when friends are over, I don't want these just hanging all over my living room all the time. So I'm gonna show you some mobile solutions to where you can have this like I do, bring it in when you need it, put it away when you don't, and then I'll lastly take you through my studio, show you how I have all these hooked, how these make such a difference for me, and then of course give you some warnings about how they can actually put your headset at risk and some things you need to watch out for when you have them. So let's go upstairs and check out the living room. So one of my VR setups is actually out in my living room. So when we have guests over, we can play VR together. We can see what they're seeing on the big screen, and it's a lot of fun that way. The problem is we have a very high ceiling here, and I also don't want to have hooks in my ceiling hanging down wires from them constantly when people are coming over and seeing these hooks just hanging off the random ceiling. I don't want to have to deal with that and have the eyesore of it. So if you're like me and you need a situation for that, there's a lot of different ways you can approach it, but most of it's going to be a somewhat DIY. There's not going to be a simple buy it and just use it solution. So what I've done here is I was able to source this awful weird bar thing you see here. So what this actually is, this is a display stand for when you go in like a store like a Starbucks or something. You might see a banner stand where there's big signs that show a picture of a caramel macchiato or something. This is actually what that was for, and we were throwing them away when I worked there, and so I took this because I was like, this thing has to have some other uses. Some other easy things you could do, you could build something out of wood, or you can use even just a simple mic stand. The most important part is there needs to be a lot of weight at the bottom. So with this has a solid concrete layer on it, and this thing weighs about 20 pounds. Then this part can actually be telescoped up and then tightened in through here. So this can be brought up to a height you need. And then what I used to do, I used to just have this up, since we played a lot of PSVR in here, and this would just stay behind you and at least hold the cable back out of your way. But now with something like the Oculus Rift and wanting to be able to do 360 turns, I had to go a little bit further with it. So I got a couple just random metal interlocking bars that I had from an old wardrobe thing. And now I attach these into here, which gives me this very long telescoping arm here that then also has some of the Kiwi hooks on it. So now what I can do is I can actually put this next to my PC. I can run wires the length of the bar. This will stay above my head when I actually lengthen it far enough, and then these will hold this out of the way. So let me set it up real quick and show you what it looks like. So now I have 360-degree mobility here in my living room. I don't have ugly hooks hanging off from the ceiling. And if I move, these are gonna pull. I can crouch, and these are gonna stretch out and keep it from having any risk of this falling over. I've used this many times. It's never fallen because of how heavy the base is. So that's the main and most important thing here, is that you find a very heavy base. And then this pole also has some flexibility, which is helpful too. Add the Kiwi in there, you got tons of flexibility, and you have a VR solution in the middle of your living room without messing up your aesthetic that can easily be torn back down and put away. And as I stated earlier, another option would be like a microphone stand, but you're gonna have to weigh down the bottom of that, whether you have something as simple as a sandbag, an old bench press weight you can put around the bottom, something that's going to hold that bottom down so that when people pull and the cable slightly tugs, it's not going to pull it down on top of them. So if you do your VR in a dedicated room or space, it's really easy to set up a permanent cable management solution with what I showed you that's going to work forever. So here in my studio, I have multiple of these hooks hooked up to the ceiling so that I can easily manage my cable completely. So when I need to play, I can pull this down, hook it to my cable, and let it go back up. And I have multiple cables so that if I want to be stuck in one spot when I play, I can use just the one hook that's closest to me. And I can also route the cables along the ceiling all the way back over here and down to the computer, so that way I'm not dealing with a whole bunch of cables all at the same time. So that can make a real difference as to how you do your cables when you're in a small space like this. But obviously, not everybody has a dedicated studio where they can just have hooks hanging from the ceiling. So for instance, from here, if I know that I'm gonna wanna be playing this part of the zone, I can just reach up, grab the hook that's closest to me, hook that to my cable, and then I can let it go and kind of see where that's gonna land, if that's actually gonna pull on my head. And then from there, I want it to not be in view of my mixed reality setup. So I typically will hook just about every other hook I have to it, all along it, so that it will hold my cable up out of view. It stays on the ceiling. I can do a 360-degree rotation without any worry of it getting in the way. The one thing that no one ever mentions in any of the management videos I've seen that is a really important thing to know, you've now shortened the distance of your cable that is allowed to twist. So what I mean by that is, typically when you're playing VR, there is 15 feet or however much cable you have. Each time you turn, that 15 feet can continually turn. But now I have this up above me with only about 12 inches. So if I were to repeatedly turn and make everybody sick here on camera, now my cable's starting to kink already. And that was only what, 3 turns right there? My cable's already starting to kink up on me because there's only 12 inches or so that's allowed to be turning. Even the pass part is starting to kink as well. So it's something that you do have to have some very real awareness when you're playing, or you need to install second party or third party software that's gonna remind you, hey, you've turned right 5 times, your next turn needs to be left. Because if you're playing a game like Windlands, where you're turning fast in different directions, one thing that we don't know about ourselves, a lot of us tend to only turn one direction in that situation, or mostly one direction. So you might end up doing 100 right turns and only 5 left turns, and before you know it, you've got a permanent kink in your cable. So that is something to be very weary of with this cable management solution, and know that there really isn't many other options that are going to give you more leeway, besides if you put your PC up somehow 10, 15 feet above you and the cable hung the whole length of it, and then the entire cable was able to absorb more of your turning. So it's something to be aware of, but unfortunately not really something that's solvable at this point. So this here is the Kiwi cable management system I've been going over with you. There is a couple different designs and a couple different colors. So what I have here is one of the original systems. I have it in white, and it shows you how the cables are originally supposed to be slipped through there. And then again, this becomes semi-permanent. It's not very easy to take these on and off if you use the original cables. That's why I suggest using those paper clips that I use. The adhesive hooks work great if you want to hook them directly to your ceiling. It is strong adhesive, like it says here. It doesn't mention here, it's gonna rip your wall apart when you try and take it off, most likely. The other one, of course, you can drill a very small hole, or you can actually even screw these hooks in. If you're not gonna be putting much pressure on them, you can screw these directly into the drywall on the ceiling, and they'll be pretty hard to accidentally pull out. You'd have to put quite a bit of pressure. I did want to talk about this one. Kiwi has come out with a new design. I actually haven't tried this yet. I've been meaning to get my hands on one of these and see what I think. This looks like you're getting a bit of the best of both worlds, because these would probably be pretty easy to snap and unsnap, yet they'd stay stable. And supposedly these have a much quieter design as well. This part is something funny I do want to bring up. They show that, well, these can turn 360. Well, yes, if you only had one of these on your cable, you wouldn't be risking much damage to your cable, because that cable could twist and turn together. But the problem is with this, if you have 2 of them on your cable here, if you have one here and one here on your cable, no matter how much you personally twist, those 2 are going to stop the cable from being able to twist any further. You have to have only one on here, so that if you turned a whole bunch, it would just wind up the cable instead of kinking the cable, which is what it'll do when you have 2 of these hooks on here. So they make it look like, oh, it's got 360 degrees, that's going to make a huge difference. It's not. It is still going to put your cable at more risk of twisting and turning, so you have to be aware and careful if you're going to use a system like this. So they say that these are silent and it decreases the cable tug. So I definitely want to check these out. I'm going to add these to my list here. Eventually, I know I will get these. I still have a lot of these original design up and working functionally, so I don't really see a point in replacing them right now, and they do cost more. So let me know if you have cable management solutions, anything that you've tried that worked out better or worse for you, or if you're gonna try and do some of the DIY stuff I was showing you. Let me know and hit me up for suggestions. I might be able to help you find or source something that would actually work well, or at least give you some tips or pointers. The other thing I had thought about long before, what I wanted to do was to basically hook the kind of that long hook to the wall behind my TV, and then have that turn out so that it hung, and then it could kind of turn back behind my TV and kind of hide. But it ended up I just needed an easy solution I could take down. I even actually take that other places when I'm demoing the headset, so that I can set that up real fast and keep the cable out of their way. But having something that slipped out from behind the TV, I think would be pretty cool. That to be a long flexible rod just like that had some flex, and then you'd hook these Kiwi hooks to them as well. So let me know what you do, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you in another reality.